Good morning. I am Yvonne Duval, and I serve as the Director of Music here, and I am pleased to share leadership of the service today with our wonderful Director of Religious Exploration, Cory Ness. Whether you are joining us here physically or virtually, we are so happy that you have joined us. For our online congregants, a Zoom online coffee hour will follow service downstairs, online at 11:30 a.m. For those here in person, coffee hour will take place downstairs. As you have likely already noticed, today's service is going to be much different than usual as we join together in ritual to welcome the return of the sun. The lyrics to chants and songs are provided in your order of service. As you pick up on each tune, please join us in song.
We light our chalice with the words of Sharon Wiley. This solstice day, in honor of ancient traditions that celebrate this time of the longest night, we observe that the flaming chalice holds the elements of the four directions: the earth, the air, the fire, the water. The lamp oil for earth, the air that feeds the flame, the fire we light. And the chalice itself, the cup, the symbol of water. We light our chalice and reflect on the light we need to guide us through hard times. We light the light of our shared faith, the light of our loving community, the light of love, joy, and hope. Please join me as we light our Advent wreath. Today is the fourth Sunday of Advent. We have nearly circled through the season, seeking a change in our hearts and our world as these tapers of wick and wax are transformed into light and heat.
May we be changed by the spirit of this season.
Let these messages be magnified on Christmas Day.
We light the candles for hope, peace, love, and joy. I invite you to rise in body or spirit as we call the quarters, facing each direction in turn. We will start facing the east. Winter is a time for cold winds and freezing breezes. Spirit of the East, yours is the power of clarity and inspiration. By the air that is her breath, bring forth your power and be with us this solstice morn. And turning to your right, please. Winter is a time for sitting in front of roaring fires for warmth and blazing candles for light. Spirits of the South, yours is the power of passion and transformation. By the fire that is her spirit, bring forth your power and be with us this solstice morn. And to the right again. Winter is a time of snowflakes falling and water turning to ice. Spirit of the West, yours is the power to cleanse and heal. By the water that is her blood, bring forth your power and be with us this solstice morn. And to the north. Winter is the time of barren earth and crops returning to the ground. Spirit of the north, yours is the power to produce, grow, and nurture. By the earth that is her body, bring forth your power and be with us this solstice morn. Please join us in singing our opening chant. The lyrics are simple. It is the earth, the water, the fire, the air, return, 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 return. We're going to sing this in a round. We're going to start here. Our sopranos will start us off, and then as you guys pick it up, go ahead and join us. I'll bring each group in turn.
The earth, the water, the fire, the air, return, 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 return. The earth, the water, the fire, the water, the fire, the air, return, return, return. The water, the fire, the water, the fire, the air, return, return, return. The water, the fire, the water, the fire, the water, the fire, the air, return, the water, the fire, the water, the fire, the water, the fire, the air, return, the water, the fire, the water, the fire, the water, the fire, the air, return, 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 the water, the fire, return, return, the water, the fire, the air, return, the water, the fire, return, 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 the water, the fire, the water, the fire, the air, return, 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 the earth, the water, the fire, the air, the fire, the air, return, 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 the earth, the water, the fire, the air, return, 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 return.
Once, Robin and Owl had an argument. Owl said that nighttime was the best part of the day, while Robin said daytime is the best part of the day. Owl and Robin wanted to be right so much that they did not listen to one another. They argued and argued and argued. The animals and plants and insects begged them to stop arguing. But Owl knew that he was right, and Robin knew that he was right. And on they argued. Wind and rain and even the sun begged them to stop arguing. But Owl and Robin each wanted to be right. It would have been fine if the argument had only been between Owl and Robin. However, when people argue, their friends often take sides. The animals and insects and plants began to side with Owl or Robin, depending on their favorite part of the day. The argument grew and grew until people began to stop talking to each other, and they would even refuse to even be next to each other, unless they were arguing, of course. Now the elements of the earth were old. The sun, the moon, the wind, the water, fire, earth, and the nighttime void, and the stars had great power between them, and grew weary of the constant battling amongst the animals and insects and plants. At dusk and dawn, for 4 days, they met to decide what, if anything, they could do. At dawn on the 4th day, the spirits asked all the animals to listen. The moon said, "We are greatly troubled by your big argument. We do not like to see you fight so much." The stars said, "We are unhappy and clearly unwanted by many of you." The nighttime void said, "Therefore, we, the moon, stars, nighttime void, are leaving you. We have enjoyed our time together, but it is time for us to go." And with a loud, thunderous clap, the moon and stars and nighttime void were gone. The wind and water had agreed that they would only have it rain for an hour a day, so that there would be as much sunlight as possible. For a few days, many of the animals and plants and insects were relieved. There was sunlight all of the time. Many of the creatures were happy. They could see whenever they wanted to. They could stay up and play, work, eat, and eat at all hours of the day. However, their happiness did not last for so long. Many animals found it difficult to sleep. The plants did not have nighttime to remind them to rest, and the insects did not know when to stop eating. The creatures began to look forward to the 1 hour of rain each day. After 7 days, the animals and plants and insects that needed nighttime began to get sick. They were dying because they could not survive in just the sun. Owl became angrier and angrier. He went to the sun and yelled and screamed, "You see? Look how we suffer. I was right. Nighttime is better. Look how we suffer." Eventually, all of the animals and plants and insects who sided with Owl, and even some of the ones who sided with Robin, began to yell at the sun. They shouted together, "We want nighttime! We want nighttime!" Go ahead, everybody, join me. "We want nighttime! We want nighttime!" And the elements knew it was time. After the 1 hour of rain on the next day, the elements made another announcement. "We are greatly troubled by your big argument. We do not like to see you fighting so much. We are unhappy and unwanted by many of you. Therefore, we are leaving you. We have enjoyed our time together, but it is time for us to go. We will ask the moon and the stars and nighttime void to return." There was a loud thunderclap, and the world went dark immediately.
greatest darkness.
The light is reborn.
Out of winter's cold.
The light is reborn.
From our deepest fears.
The light is reborn.
When we most despair.
The light is reborn.
When all seems lost.
The light is reborn.
When the earth lies waste.
The light is reborn.
When animals hide.
The light is reborn.
When the leaves are gone.
The light is reborn.
When the river is frozen.
The light is reborn.
When the ground is hard.
The light is reborn.
Shadows are fleeing.
The light is reborn.
Light is returning.
The light is reborn.
Warmth will come again.
The light is reborn.
Summer will be here once more.
The light is reborn.
Plants will grow again.
The light is reborn.
Animals will be seen once more.
The light is reborn.
Green will come again.
The light is reborn.
Life will continue.
The light is reborn. It was finally nighttime. For a few days, all of the animals and plants and insects were relieved. It was cooler, and many of the animals could sleep. The bats and owls and other nighttime creatures were able to eat. The plants knew to rest. Many of the creatures were happy. They could see whenever they wanted to. They could stay up and play and work and eat at all hours of the day. However, their happiness did not last long. The animals and plants and insects that needed sunlight became sick. They were dying. The plants did not bloom or create food. The bees did not make honey. Many of the creatures could not sleep without the daylight to tell them when to burrow. With the cold nights also came snow, which made them stay in their homes most of the time. On one of these nights, robin and owl came across one another. They had to get away from their homes because they were miserable being cooped up all of the time. They complained about the elements and the constant night. Owl complained that he never knew when to sleep. The robin complained that he couldn't see where he was going anymore. After a while, they realized that they agreed on something. They didn't want it to always be night or day. They stopped talking about what they didn't want and started talking about what they did want. The night and the day and balance. Time to run and play and time to be thoughtful and at home with family and friends. Time to grow and time to rest. Time for each insect and plant and animal to be who they are. At home with family and friends. Time to grow and time to rest. Time for each insect and plant and animal to be who they are at the time of day that was best for them.
As the darkness gives way to light, we take this opportunity to leave something in the past. What burdens your heart? What do you want to release into the universe? Please take a moment to write down the burden you are letting go of and leaving in the night. Choir members are coming around with paper and pencils. Yes, so please write down a burden that you would like to leave in the past, something that you want to let go of. Once you have written your burden down, you may come forward and drop it in the cauldron here. An important safety note, please drop the paper in the cauldron and do not stick your hand in. Kids, please allow your grown-ups to assist you. Since this is a banishing ritual, I ask that you please move with your shins or counterclockwise. You may come forward as you are ready. anticipation of the sun's return brings forth joy and excitement. What hopes do you have as the seasons turn? What do you desire to come into existence? I once again invite you to come up, but I'm reversing it on you. You're invited to light a candle of hope. You may speak your hope out loud or just name it silently in your mind. As you're ready, though, you are going to move clockwise or gestal.
Each week, we come together as a faith community and lift up another organization doing important work by sharing half of our Sunday plate. For this month of December, we share with the YWCA's Violence Intervention and Prevention Program. The YWCA of the Greater Harrisburg is dedicated to eliminating racism, empowering women and promoting peace, justice, and freedom and dignity for all. For those who wish to contribute online, please refer to this morning's service, email, or visit uchbg.org for contribution options. If you are using a digital order of service, donation options are available on your phone. Thank you for your financial support. Water, listening in a stream nearby, heard Al and Robin talking together. Water went to tell the other elements what they had heard. The next morning, the elements called on the insects, plants, and animals to listen again. The earth said, "We heard Al and Robin speaking together in agreement that you need both day and night." Excuse me. The sun had agreed to return, but from now on, during some of the year, the nighttime void, stars, and moon, we have more time each day, and this will be called winter. But do not fret, for slowly more time will be given to the sun, and that time will be called summer. May you always remember that you need the sun and the moon and the stars and the nighttime void. You need times of rest to be with your family and friends. You need time of play and work to be outside. For some of you, that is nighttime, and winter for others of you. It is daytime and summer. Today, we celebrate in the return of the sun. We call it Yule. On this day, remember to reflect on what old ideas you need to let go of, as Al and Robin have done in accepting the importance of night and day. Remember to think about what you want to do when the sun returns. Most importantly, remember that you need one another at all times of the year. The sun has returned. We are all here. It is a joyous day. Happy Yule tidings for all. I invite you to say the same thing. Happy Yule tidings for all. And with that, the earth went to sleep under the snow. The fire element lit a big bonfire, and all of the insects and plants and the animals celebrated together.
Light is returning, even though this is the darkest time. No one can hold back the dawn. Light is returning, even though this is the darkest hour. No one can hold back the dawn. Hold back the dawn. Light is returning, even though this is the darkest hour. No one can hold back the dawn. Hold back the dawn. Light is returning, even though this is the darkest hour. No one can hold back the dawn. Hold back the dawn. The dawn. The earth is turning, on her path around the sun. Her mother is calling her children home. Our earth is turning, along her path around the sun. Her mother is calling her children. Come on, children, won't you come on, children, come home. Our earth is turning, children, come home. The sun, her mother is calling children, come home. Children, our earth is turning, children, come home. The sun, her mother is calling children, come home. Children, come home. Light is returning, even though this is the darkest hour. No one can hold back the dawn. Light is returning, even though this is the darkest hour. No one can hold back the dawn. No one can hold back the dawn.
That was beautiful, thank you. So even in the darkest hours, we know the light of the sun will return. Please join us downstairs during coffee hour as we offer each of you a parting gift of a sun catcher, where you will find tables set up with paint, as you are welcome to paint your sun catcher before you leave. For those joining us virtually, please reach out to me if you would like a sun catcher as well. We invite you to hang it up in your home as a reminder of the promised return of light.
Please rise and body your spirit as we release the quarters, facing each direction in turn. We will start north, reverse order. Spirit of the north, power of earth, we thank you for your gifts of growth and nurturing. We ask for your blessing on this solstice night. Spirit of the north, hail and farewell. Turn to the left, please. Spirit of the west, power of water, we thank you for your gifts of cleansing and healing. We ask for your blessing on this solstice night. Spirit of the west, hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
To your left, please. Spirit of the east, power of air, we thank you for your gifts of clarity and inspiration. We ask for your blessing on this solstice night. Spirit of the east, hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Oh, I apologize. Let's go back to south, please. Make a quarter turn to the right. This magician got it wrong. South. Spirit of the South, power of fire, we thank you for your gifts of passion and transformation. We ask for your blessing on this solstice night. Spirit of the South, hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Now it's only appropriate to turn east and do this properly. Spirit of the East, power of air, we thank you for your gifts of clarity and inspiration. We ask for your blessing on this solstice night. Spirit of the East, hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
The circle is open, yes, but not unbroken. May the peace of the goddess go in your hearts, and may the light of the sun shine upon you in your lives. Merry meet, and merry part, and merry meet again. Blessed be.